everyone, good to see you guys again. As usual, I'm on the go. I have like ants on my pants. But anyway, I am going driving again. I was just gonna discuss about kasi yung pagdadrive kasi natin, pagka marunong ka na mag-drive, pagka may confidence ka na, yung pagdadrive parang wala lang, you know, it's kind of like you're programmed to it. But before that, kailangan kasi natin kukuha ng ng license. Ako naman nung when I left the Philippines, I don't know how to drive either, and I don't even have a license of my own. Yung ang pinagdadrivean ko lang dyan nung nasa Pilipinas pa ako is motorcycle lang. Motorcycle, yeah, yung pambabaeng motorcycle baga back in the late 80s, early 90s. So yun kasi nung I left the Philippines in 94? Yeah. Late of 94 or early 90, yeah, but I think this is my 27th year in America. Kasi marami kasing nagtatanong sa inyo na how long na daw ako dito sa Amerika. Ayun, this year it's my 27th year in America. Like I said, 27 years na ako dito sa Amerika this year. Tapos yung para naman yung for the new ones, for the new subscribers that haven't seen my previous vlogs, also I kind of mentioned about that too, that yeah, when I left the Philippines, lang ako, second year college ako nung nag-left ako sa Pilipinas, and hindi naman ako marunong mag-drive. Kaya nung pagdating ko dito, nagtitake ako. Well, I have to self-taught, because my thought process was, kung marunong nga akong magdadrive sa motorsiklo sa Pilipinas, that I have to balance myself. I'm sure it's easy to drive in a vehicle too when you don't have to balance yourself. There's four wheels. You know what goes wrong, but aside from probably running over people or running over some things that can damage properties and stuff like that. But other than that, I was just so bound and determined to get my license, because kasi dito yung pagka ang anong sabi nun, hang on. I guess what I'm saying, guys, dito kasi sa Amerika, pagka marunong ka mag-drive at saka may vehicle ka, kasi yun necessity. Hindi naman may sasakyan ka o social na. Hindi ganon, kinakailangan yun. Tapos pagka marunong kang mag-drive, pagka may license ka na mag-drive, it's kinda like freedom. Kasi pwede ka nang, you're not depending on somebody to pick you up and things like that. You know, that's just like the norm here in America. Pero naman, may yung iba naman, hindi naman nila kailangang magdadrive kasi, anong tawag nun? It's just that necessity for them. Like the American, how's gonna say this? The older American generations, the women, they don't used to drive either. Here's the reason why. Kasi most of the men do everything for them. So, you know, they cart the women around, do the shopping, do everything for the women. That's the older generation of Americans. That's why yung maraming mga matatanda na never have a license all their life. Pero ngayon sa mga newer generation, kinakailangan yung may license ka na mag-drive, kasi like I said, parang freedom hindi ka nagwe-wait ng somebody na pick up sa iyo, or you know, or getting somebody. It's just kind of, to me, like I said, when I first got here, I was bound and determined to get my license, because I felt bad for people to come and pick me up. Even though they enjoy doing it. I know, which I kind of like. To me, it's an honor. I mean, right now, the way I am right now, it's like an honor for me if somebody would ask me to drive them around, pick it up. To me it seems like they trust me. So that's my thought process now. But back then, when I first got here, I was like, oh, I dreaded when friends will come and get me, even though they enjoy doing it. But anyhow, back to the topic of see, I can talk. Back to the topic, yun nga, pag nung first time ko nagda-drive dito, nag-self-taught lang ako kasi mahal yung mahal, expensive pagka driving lessons ka, especially kung dito kasi if you are a student, kibali dala na yun sa school na yung 16 years or 15 years old, 16 years old, dala na yun sa school ang driving lessons. Pero pagka kung ka na may edad ka na tapos driving lessons ka, mahal yun. So kaya nga nung nagpunta ako dito, I did not have to have a driving instructor. I didn't have a driving lessons, but I have the vehicle that I can do it too, so that kind of helps. But anyhow, yun nga, 3 beses nga ako na nagtitake ng test. Guys, don't get me wrong, I graduated cum laude here in United States with my degree, but I am not a good handwritten test taker. Kaya nga, yung pagkukuha ko ng license, 3 beses ako nagtitake ng test before ako na-approve na mag-driving test. Kasi ganito, kailangan papasa ka sa written test for driving, and then after you pass the written test for driving, then you have to take the driving test itself, with the instructor right next to you, and kind of keep an eye on you, make sure that you did what you're supposed to do as a driver. But yeah, I only took once for the physical driving driving test, but I have to take 3 times for the test for me to pass. So that tells you something. Everybody is different. Kaya nga iba-ibang struggles in life, even in America and anywhere you are. Iba-iba tayong mga struggles. Yung sa akin, yun nga, 3 beses ako nagtitake ng test, but yun nga sa license ko yun. But nung dito kasi ako, by the way, speaking of which, dito kasi ako nag-graduate nakukuha ko yung degree ko dito kasi sa Amerika. Nung when I left the Philippines, I was only in 2nd year college, and I dropped out because I was taking a BSE teacher, so I wasn't really crazy about it, but back then that's all what my parents can afford. So anyhow, yung pagdating ko dito, I decided that I will chase my dreams. Ayun nga, going back to school. Dito ako graduate ng degree ko. Tapos, yun nga, cum laude nga ako. Can you believe that? 4.0 ang GPA ko. So, kung baga equivalent yun sa Philippines grades, it's like 1.0. Yes. So, but that was a long time ago, But anyhow, I was just gonna say that. So, kaya kailangan kasi when it comes to taking your license, driver's license, kailangan mo ang confidence na mag-test drive, driving test. Kasi yung written test is like principles lang yun, kung what to do, what not to do, and things like that. Pero yung driving test talaga is like hands-on test. So yan. So kailangan mo yung confidence na magdadrive ka para ka naman makapasa. At that time, na pag makapasa ka sa driving test, ayun, may bigay na nila sa iyo ang driver's license. And then, pagka may driver's license ka na, so what happened is it gonna give you a boost that you can do it. And then by that time you just do it, you just, when you start driving, it seems like really nothing to it. It's just like you guys, when you were younger, you learn how to ride a bicycle. So, ayun. Yung yung first start lang yung parang nakakatakot. Pero pagka na-build up na yung confidence mo, so it's easy. It's not too bad really. So, Fil-Am living simply in America, siya ang magdadrive kami ngayon. So, I might show you some bits and pieces also again, guys. But yeah, another day with Fil-Am living simply in America ngayon. So, I'm close to her house. I'm gonna go there. So, I will just see you guys back here in just a few. Guys, I am so sorry that I do not have the footage for our driving around today because I ended up doing the driving. So, but I can show you a little bit of footage of what we were doing today. We went a little bit of like a grocery shopping, a little bit of dumpster diving. That's, of course, I was the driver as normal. So, but I guess what I'm trying to say in what I'm saying earlier is that it's because a person might be a good test taker, but then sometimes it's just a matter of the confidence level, the anxiety that might cause the person not to pass with the physical driving test. So yeah, different struggles kasi yan. And then so with that, not everybody will get a driver's license right away. It might take some few testing, like physical testing and stuff like that. Physical driving test is what I'm trying to say. And but it doesn't mean that bulol ka or things like that. There are reasons that we don't know about. Sometimes it's just the way it is, and maybe some people does not really need to drive around anyhow, so those are the different things. But definitely getting a driver's license, it's some kind of, in a way, it's a struggle too. Like I told you guys earlier, I take 3 times for the test to be able to pass the test, the written test. I have to take it 3 times, and then after I get the test, then after I pass the written test, then I was able to do the driving test, and voila, there you go. Now I'm driving ever since. On top of that, when I got my driver's license at 27. But I thought I was the older person that gets a driver's license at that age, but obviously not, because like I said, some elderly women around here, they don't have driver's license either. But it's just a matter of how badly you want the driver's license, and how can a person manage or handle the stress level. So it's just like different factors that affect why people don't do such things and all that. But it doesn't make them any less, or that's gonna put them up high on the scale or things like that. But like I said, it's a struggle. Everybody has to struggle on certain things, and getting a driver's license is another one. One of the few, that is. So anyhow, I was gonna say is that I can show you a little bit of footage of what we were doing today. And guys, we're at dollar store right now. I am with Fil-Am living simply in America, and we're at the Dollar Tree. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something from my talking today. You guys take care, be safe, and I will see you soon.